this season, the Lord really put it on my heart to really not only encourage you as a church leader, but to truly equip you as well. And so for me, that means more connection points and more resources. I want to be able to connect with you all. We've been really blessed to see the ministry grow at EEleaders, and we want to build community. And so the way that I'm able to do this is through a new ministry or platform, a Patreon page. If you never heard of Patreon, it's a platform where people can connect with one another and support creators to make more content. It's probably known best for the behind the scenes content, or maybe exclusive access content, special access stuff that you can only get on that platform, where creators load and their audience is able to build community and just really enjoy those resources. And so I thought, this would be a great platform for us as church leaders, the EEleaders community, to be able to connect, to be able to share resources, to not only just encourage through the podcast and video content, but also to equip you guys with more resources. And so I'm really pleased to hear people actually listen to this podcast. Listen, this has been an incredible journey to be able to pour into church leaders over the last several years, and to see what God has done, to be able to use someone like me to even minister to other people in ministry that are serving the Lord so faithfully is just an honor, and it's a privilege. And I never would have thought we would have had more than 40 or 50 listeners at a podcast. This is a special niche. Pastors, missionaries, church planners, people that are volunteering, serving God's house, that want to learn and grow with me. And we've just seen exponential growth in this podcast. And so we're really appreciative that you're a part of our community. But my really heart is to connect, to still pour into 40 or 50 leaders that I can help in any way that I can. So I'm using this platform, Patreon, as a resource to you. I want it to be a place where we can connect in a very more personal way, special way, and in a private way. With this podcast, I'm speaking to a mass audience, but I'd love to have an opportunity to hear your story, to answer questions, a place where we can connect, and not just you and I, but other leaders, connect you with other leaders, and even have you join in the conversation. It's a place where I can answer questions and keep asking questions, giving you guys extra content of interviews, more private interviews and pastoral interviews with people that I'm connected with. And so sometimes the context isn't always the best for a pastoral conversation on the World Wide Web. But I want to dig deep and and grow together, and just keep on digging into relationship and pouring into people that God has allowed me to. And so this platform allows us to do this well, as sort of like a private social media account for us, our community as church leaders. You can connect with me, you can connect with others, but it's also a place not to just be encouraged to get new content, but it also will really help us equip you and give you more resources. And I'm really excited about this because I have a heart of generosity. I'm able to upload resources. And yes, that includes bonus episodes, that includes interviews or extra video stuff, but it also includes a lot of the things that we deal with on a daily or weekly basis in ministry, especially working in the church, as far as system processes, PDFs, PSD files, that would mean graphics, sermon series, notes on things, PDFs, whatever it may be. I'm able to now upload those resources to the community and to give them out liberally and just be there for you guys. I had a friend that recently just believed in the ministry. Shout out to Pastor Ron Jones, one of the first subscribers of my Patreon page. And he joined, and he noticed a few years back that I taught through Acts, and he's going to be teaching through the book of Acts. And so he said, "Hey bro, can I get those graphics?" And I was like, "Absolutely. I'll put it in the Patreon page, bro. I'll even send you my notes, man. Let me know. Let's chop it up and talk through this book of Acts, and man, just anything that I can do to help." So now I'm able to just pour into those, the sermon series, the slides, the Photoshop files, so he can tweak, he can add his own logo, his own feel if he wants. And then it could save him a whole bunch of time in that area, and he can focus more on studying and praying. And so it excites me to be able to practically help in that way. And I want to let you know, if you're a part of the Patreon group in any way, anything that we do as a church, or you see me that I do graphic wise, man, ask me to put it in that community, put your logo on it, and it's yours. You could even have the PSD file or the Photoshop file to be able to edit things the way that you really want it. And I pray that it saves you a lot of time and is a great resource. And as many of you know, I'm bivocational. As you're planning a church, as you're on the mission field, as you're working full time and serving at the church, man, it helps so much to be able to just say, oh, look at that. Daniel has 3, 4, 5 different Easter series on the Patreon page that I could just choose one from, have my own notes, my own points, but just I don't have to worry about some of this other stuff. And I think that's going to save you guys a lot of time, hopefully equip you and help you. And it's not just graphics, but it's also resources that can bless you spiritually. I was able to throw in a PDF file that my wife wrote during Christmas. She wrote a book. So I just put the PDF there and said, hey, I hope this blesses you, or a couple of articles, resources, things I'm studying. And just, I find it's a helpful thing to be able to not only give you a video, but to equip you with digital resources. And so that's a layer or a level of this community. As I'm interviewing a pastor friend of mine on membership, I ask him, hey, can I get some PDFs, examples, and walkthrough of what a membership class looks like, or what a covenant looks like for a membership? And he said, sure, yeah. And so I'm able to pass that on to you. And so I'm looking forward to not only me passing things on, but as you're a part of this community, you connecting with other church leaders and saying, hey, what are your bylaws? What do you think about this? And building a community. And so last month, I just wrote this down. I uploaded a video interview, some digital resources like a mailer, a door hanger, and a postcard, a prayer card. I uploaded another PDF devotional that my wife wrote, and I shared some articles and links. And so on this monthly membership that you're a part of, you'll be able to have tiers and levels. Maybe you just want the bonus content, special access, great. But maybe you even want like a one-on-one conversation, some coaching. Man, I'd love to give you help in any way I can. And this is just a systematic, great way that I'm able to do that. And looking forward to building that community. And I want you to be a part of that community. And so that's sort of the vision. That's the goal of my Patreon page, how we're starting that. And I'm looking forward to how that will evolve. And I'm looking forward to feedback from our community to see how we can be better together and minister to one another in this group. And so hopefully you can search my name, Daniel Williams, or EEleaders, on the Patreon page, but I will put the link in the description below, and you can sign up and join today, because this is a real way that you can be equipped by this ministry.